See the slide now?
Yes, we can see the slide. Everything is great. So just to start off, just want to let everyone know we start recording now. So thank you everyone for joining our webinar today. Basically, we are together with Sherry, which as I like to say is our Coventry big boss. And then she'll say, no, I'm not the big boss, but she is the Coventry big boss. Basically, we'll be having a webinar today for Coventry University. Feel free to put any questions that you have in the chat, and just to let you guys know in advance, yes, these slides will be sent to you. And if you guys have any question, feel free to put them in, and then we can discuss them after this session as well. All recorded sessions will go onto our YouTube channel. So anything you can always keep referring back, it'll be on demand. Yep. So I'll just be passing this session to Sherry now, and then we'll be going through the whole slides together. And thank you so much, Sherry, for coming here with us. And thank you so much for everyone for joining us here today. I think most of the people are in the chat already, are in the session already. So I think we can begin now. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Russell. Thank you for you can let me to join this as well. And thank you everyone coming over. Yes, my name is Sherry. So I'm not the big boss for Coventry University.
Big boss.
Yeah, I still got the title here. It's actually the marketing development and territory manager. So I'm covering Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. All right. I understand that maybe some of the partner or sub agents here or counselor are actually from other country as well. But I mean, it's good that you can join. Then you can understand more about Coventry for products. Yeah. So this is my email address. If you got anything you're not really sure about the course and all this, you can actually contact me directly, or you can go via Russell. All right. So now let us go to the most important point. It's not moving. Okay, scholarship. So for Coventry, we never give big scholarship previously. All right, but this year we are doing something special, which is around £5,000 scholarship. So let me explain a little bit to you about our scholarship, because there are a few types here which are very different. So for PG offer holder, they are able to grab our £5,000 scholarship straight away. Okay, so at the moment, our tuition fee for PG courses is actually around, the maximum one will go to 21,000. So let's say 20,000, after £5,000 scholarship is actually go back to 15,000 for the PG course, which is really, really good deal. All right. And now we are moving to the UG scholarship, which is the second group. Okay, so if you look at here, Y is 3 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, if you got any students from A levels, foundation, pre-U, UEC, or STPM, all right? So we are offering them first year, okay? First year student will be grabbing £3,000 scholarship. Second year, 1,000. Third year, final year, 1,000. So in total, they are getting £5,000 scholarship. All right. So the next group will be top up. So because Coventry is popular for top up courses, so this is only 1 year course in the UK, and straight away student will get £3,000 scholarship. All right. And the last group will be the alumni discount. What is alumni discount? Because Coventry got a few partner institutions in Malaysia and Singapore. So if the student complete our 3+0 locally, which is in Malaysia or Singapore, they will be getting of course, is getting our Coventry degree certificate. So if they can show you our Coventry degree certificate, they come to us for PG course, right? Of course, they will get alumni discount. So it's about 25% onto the PG fees. All right. So this is really, really big as well, the discount. And our partner institution here, of course, in Malaysia, we have PAR and INTI. In Singapore, we have PSP and Raffles as well. So they are actually running different kind of degree course locally, like business, engineering, computing, fashion as well. All right. So this is actually our huge scholarship for this year. And if you got any question, you can go ahead to ask me now, or you can put it in the chat. Then Russell, maybe you can read it out for me. Okay. Sure. Or any common question you want to ask? I pass the ball to you, Russell.
Sure. Right now, we don't have any questions, but if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. But I do have one question, maybe a bit of a pasar malam question. Is it possible for students to mix alumni discount with the PG Vice Chancellor scholarship? I don't think so,
Um,
right? Too good to be true.
no, I mean, we give choice for student. You can pick one only.
I see. Okay,
Of
okay.
course, I mean, you will go for the highest one, which is 25% discount.
Yep.
Yeah, which is higher than 5,000, I believe.
Uh,
So we let students choose, yeah. So they can either go for 25% or 5,000 pounds. All
mhm.
right. Yeah.
I think
And that, yeah, go ahead, please.
yeah, and I was just about to say, I think it's actually very good for students, especially if they finish their bachelor's in INTI or TA. And then, I mean, put it this way, if you're a Malaysian student, and let's say your total budget is about 200,000 ringgit, right? If you want to study 3 years abroad, 200,000 won't be enough. But what
Mm,
they can do is they can study in TA or INTI for 3 years bachelor's, which will cost them at about maybe 60,000 ringgit, I would say. And then the final year, they can do their PG, they can graduate with a master's at Coventry in the UK. And it still be within that 200,000 budget. You graduate, you get a overseas experience, and you also still get to study abroad. You get the working visa once you're done. I think it's quite a good steal, to be very honest. Quite a good steal.
yeah, exactly. Because after PG, you will have the choice to stay back in UK with the graduate visa. So you can work there for 2 years. Yeah, you can stay back after completion of your PG. All
Mhm.
right. So now maybe I'm moving to the
Oh,
next one,
hold on,
which
we
is,
have one
yeah.
question.
Oh,
So,
okay.
we have a question. So, is it any bachelor's degree that is done in TA or INTI will automatically get the 25% discount?
Not any degree. Only those degree is
Awarded
Coventry
by Coventry.
University. Yeah, 3+0 degree, not the TAR degree. Yeah.
Any
All
chance do
right.
you know which are the specific degrees that is the ones that is awarded by Coventry as well? So then we can have a quick more or less
You mean the PG one, the PG
uh
scholarship?
the UG programs that are offered in TA or INTI that is also awarded by Coventry.
In TAR, they are running our business program, like business
Okay.
course, accounting, finance, marketing, all this. Yeah.
Okay.
So INTI is doing our engineering and computing.
Okay.
All right. PSB is actually quite many courses are
Yep.
running there in Singapore. Everything like engineering, business, everything. And Raffles is, as you know, that they are more to art and design
Yep.
institutions. So of course they are running something related, yeah, media, fashion, graphic, and all this. Okay.
Uh, I see. I
Uh,
just realized another thing as well. This means that students can study 2 years in PSB for their bachelor's and 1 year in Coventry in the UK. And they will also be eligible for the 25%, which means that students can graduate from a master's in 3 years' time.
3 years time, yeah. If they finish second year there, come to us for final year. Yes, they can do that. Yeah. But so far, I don't have this kind of student. They are planning this. They only plan for PG level, but
Um,
uh, can be possible, Yeah. All right.
yep.
Okay. So now I'm moving to the next slide. Okay. So this is very different. For Coventry, we have many intakes. So we have now, there is a main intake 2024, but it's already closing. And then we have the coming one next month, June 2024. And the major intake is September 2024. And if the student miss September intake, they can come to us either January or May intake. So June, January, May are considered small intake. Not many
Yep.
courses offering, but we do cover UG, PG, and foundation as well. Okay. So of course, September is a major intake. Yeah. All right. I'm moving to the next one, which is the English language requirement. This is very important for you when you are doing the counseling, yeah? So we are accepting SPM English, grade C or above, not only 1119. So we are taking SPM, okay? So any student came from international school, of course, they have IG, GCE, O-level English. So it's the same one. We are accepting grade C or above. Any international students study in Malaysia, yes, they can show us IELTS or they can sit for our online CUET test. So this is the English language test and it's quite similar like IELTS. So they need to cover all the four components here. All right. So it's free of charge. All right, for offer holder. So of course, student, you need to submit the application and the student ID is needed for registration. Okay, so if the student fail the first time, they will have a chance to sit for a second time, but they need to wait for 2 month cooling period. So they still got a chance. I got student has done 3 times. You know,
Wow.
the third time, okay, just pass the test. So it's actually, yeah, everyone are happy.
I
All right.
see.
Yeah.
Just to
So
check with
if
you.
yeah,
Sorry, go on first. Sorry to this.
it's okay. You just go ahead. Yeah.
We have one question in the chat, and I also have one question.
Okay.
Is this English test, is it available for students outside of Malaysian nationality or only
Uh,
Malaysians?
It's open to everyone
Wow,
outside
fantastic.
Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, you know, Vietnam, all this. Yeah, they can register. Okay.
Wow.
What is another questions?
Another question in chat, they are asking if Raffles refers to Raffles Singapore. Is Raffles Singapore, right?
Can be Singapore and Malaysia because they are in the same group.
Okay, sure. So I hope that
But
clarifies your question. Yep.
okay, if you look at the side one, there is a green box here. So we are accepting UEC students straight onto the degree first year entry. So they can come to us for a Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Arts. So what we need from the student, we only need 5 subjects based on grade B5 or above. Can be any subject, but we are not accepting Bahasa and English. So they can show us Mandarin, bookkeeping, any other subjects. So only 5 subjects are needed. Okay. All right. Any question about UEC students here?
So
No?
the English for UEC accepted, or they have to go via the CUET test?
Okay, we do not accept UEC English. So, but
Okay.
student, some of them, they have actually done the SPM as well before UEC exam.
I
So
see.
then they can show the SPM English. If not, they just register for the
For the
CUET
CUET
test.
test.
Yeah, it's actually quite easy. So far, I don't have many students fail the test. All right. At the moment, based on my few years, I look at it for the CUET test, it's actually not more than 10 students fail the test. Yeah. And they still got the chance to receive. Yeah.
Wow. Very good.
Yeah.
UC
So
students would love to hear this.
yeah, exactly. So please try to promote this. Yeah, the next one is actually talking about the top-up courses. So if you look at here, I mean, Coventry is popular for top-up courses. Okay, so we have why duration is 6 to 9 months. I will explain later. And we have 3 intakes a year, September, January, and May, including June as well. I have not added in here. So why is 6 months? All right, this one is actually refer back to January intake. If the students start in January, then they will be finished by July. So this is actually is an advantage for students. Tuition fee is the same, but they can save for cost of living and accommodation. So any student go to you saying that I have budget limitation. So maybe you can suggest student to join us in January intake. All right, then they can save a lot for cost of living and accommodation. They can also work part-time as well because we are issuing tasks for them to apply for Tier 4 visa. So with a student visa, they can work part-time in the UK. All right. What is top-up courses? Top-up courses is considered like a year 3 final year entry. So we are open for all the diploma qualification holder. Okay, so if any student come to you from INTI, Taylor, somewhere, help anywhere with the diploma, let's say in business, management, accounting, marketing, then they can actually join us for the final year top-up course, which is only maybe 1 year or 6 months in the UK. So if you look at here, we have 2 campuses are running this, Coventry and London campus. So there are a long list here. So if you ask me what is a popular courses here, I would say international business, all right? Digital marketing, a lot of people looking for digital marketing now. So if the student can show you the diploma in marketing, business, management, administration, all this, we can accept them onto the top-up course. Okay, the next one will be international event and hospitality management. So if any student can show you, like, let's say they have a diploma in hotel management, event, tourism, culinary arts, yes, they can come to us for the international event, hospitality management, just 1 year in the UK. Then the next one will be international marketing. This is very straightforward. And the media one, maybe you can try to push a bit. So for media, top-up course is also very flexible. So we are accepting students with a diploma in communication, public relation, media, even though creative study, graphic design as well. Okay, anything do with related to media or a little bit like art and design, we can consider. Yeah, and accounting and finance, straightforward. AI. Okay, everyone are talking about AI now. All right, the world is actually moving on to the AI world already. So we have an AI top up. So we are open for those students who are having diploma in computer science, computing, okay, and then IS, IT related. All right. So the other one will be the international finance and banking. A lot of students, they love this name. I don't know why. So those students who are having like a HND, BTech diploma in accounting, finance, economics, banking, so they will come to us for international finance and banking. All right. The last one will be informatics. So if any student that don't like AI, all right, so they have a diploma in computer science related, so they can choose to go to informatics top up. All right. Then the London campus, you can see everything's are related to business course. All right. They will not be covering engineering, computing, IT, and all this media, art and design. So they're only focusing on business related courses. So they have, accounting and finance, business, marketing, hospitality. Another one is very sellable. It's called international fashion, PR, and communication. Yeah. So anything related, we can actually push them to this program as well. So from the blue box here, you can see we are popular for those students who are actually coming from Taylor, somewhere, UITM as well, Monash, Malaysia campus, Nottingham, Malaysia campus, or Singapore Poly, yeah? All right. So any other questions here?
We already have one question. So the question is there any minimum duration for the diploma program, or the duration of 2 years, which is the general one in Malaysia, is acceptable?
Okay, so we are looking at least minimum 2 years or above, 2.5, 2 years, cannot be 1 year diploma, yeah? So must be more than 2 years, okay? So the minimum CGPA, okay, very important. So we are looking at 3.3 or above.
3.3.
Yeah. Any CGPA below 3.3, you can actually contact me directly. So I will get the decision straight from the course director.
Fantastic. So this means, in a sense, student can study 2 years plus 1 year here. And especially, I think Simon is from Miri, Sarawak. So, they can study technically for free in Curtin for the 2 years diploma. And then after they can do their final year in maybe fashion in London. And it's a fantastic option for the student as well.
Yeah, exactly. So this is actually open for all the diploma related, yeah. So there is a BTech HND, higher national diploma as well, or poly diploma from Singapore. So this is actually open for anything equivalent, yeah.
I have one question. Because the duration is 6 months, maybe I'm not that familiar with how UK side works. If the student tops up for 6 months, they will be eligible for the whole 1 year of working visa as well, or does that change for them?
If they are using our cards to apply for UK, I mean the visa, student visa in the UK, let's say the course is actually from January until July.
Yep.
So normally UKVI will give them another 2 more or 3 months extra. So the visa will last until maybe July, August, September, or October.
I see. So they will still be eligible for the whole. Wow. Very good.
Mm, yeah,
Very,
very
very good.
and the other way to look at it, they can actually save a lot for cost of living, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, in order to they can work part-time as well to support their living expenses. Yeah. All right. So anything here?
I think all good so far. Very, very clear. I think a lot of options, especially it's quite unique that you can find things like AI. Because I think in Malaysia, it's very hard to find a bachelor's degree in AI as well, specifically. So to be able
Yeah,
to do a top up in like AI, that's a very good option already. Just only 1 year.
yeah,
Students need to study 2 years diploma in Malaysia.
yeah. Because Coventry is actually very strong in engineering related and computing related as well, including AI, cybersecurity, and all this. Later on, I will touch on the courses. Yeah.
Sure. We have
Okay.
another
My
question.
next slide.
Just really quick
Yeah,
before you
yeah,
move on. So sorry. The work can be
yeah.
off campus, correct? It's not just on campus work because like in US you can only work on campus.
If you having the Tier 4 student visa, you can work 20 hours per week as a part-time job.
Mhm.
Yeah, can be anywhere, not in the university. You can work in the McDonald's if you're not really, fussy about the jobs. Then you can get a free meal every day, which is
Mhm.
McDonald's.
True. Save money, save costs.
Yeah. After that, you will not walk into the McDonald's anymore,
Just since we're on this topic, maybe I can pick your mind a little bit. How is the part-time opportunities in Coventry right now? Of course, we know part-time opportunities in London, it will be there. But how is about the part-time opportunities in Coventry right now?
Uh, Student manage to find jobs like related to office kind of work, management, operation, and like depending the student background, some student is actually doing engineering.
Mhm.
Then we have a strong link with the industry as well. So we have a good career office as well, helping the student to look for job.
Mhm.
Okay. And computing related also, yeah, they can work in the industry as well. Or our health and life science courses like nursing,
Yep.
so they can work part-time there also. Or early childhood, they can actually
Very good.
work, yeah, junior, what you call the child uh, daily, those center as well.
Mhm. Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Better than working in McDonald's.
It's depending your choice because some students want to be like flexible. I can work maybe a few hours, so that's why they don't mind like working in a Starbucks.
Mhm.
Yeah, no coffee bean in UK, but Starbucks, yes. McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, and all this. Yeah. All
Mm.
right. So now I can actually touch on the pathway. All right. Previously, we have our pathway provider, which was CEG and Study Group,
Mm.
but we already separate a few years back.
Yep.
So no more husband and wife now. So now we are doing our own pathway foundations. So if you look at here, we call it International Foundation Year. So student can choose to study at our Coventry campus or London campus, and now multiple intakes here. So any student with the qualification from O levels, SPM, equivalent, so we can actually put them onto our foundation. So they can choose any options here. If let's say the student come to you saying that I want to study mechanical engineering in the future. So yes, they can join us as a foundation in engineering, okay, and then stay back for the mechanical engineering degree level. And the good thing for Coventry, we are issuing combined offer. So combined offer means foundation 1 year and 3 years degree. So altogether will be 4 years offer. And student will straight away get 4 years student visa. And this will cut down a lot of your job,
Mhm.
because student already gotten the visa, going over to Coventry and just stay there to study until, degree. All right. For pre-master, also the same thing. Okay, so two choices here, multiple intake. So this is actually for those students who did well in their degree, or some student maybe have a diploma qualification with more than 10 years working experience. Okay, then we can offer pre-master plus PG. So at least, student will get at least 2 years visa, yeah, for this plan. So scholarship is different, all right, it's about £3,000, okay, for these two foundation and pre-master. Okay, any questions here?
So
Any?
far, no questions, I think. Yep, so far
Yeah.
all good for this part.
Okay, so maybe you have not think about the duration, right, for foundation. So some of them maybe they have a question like, how long, what is the duration for your foundation? So because we ask for UKVI IELTS score from there, so the higher score that you are getting, the shorter course duration of foundation course. Yeah, so let's say student gotten 6.0 or 6.5 in their, because let's say they study O level in international school, of course their English is really good. So if they do IELTS, definitely they can get at least
Very high.
6.0. Yeah, so if they gotten 6.0, which means that the foundation will be 6 months only.
Wow.
Yeah. Then because for Coventry, we have multiple intake, right? Just now you can see. So definitely we can link them to the degree.
Wow. Wow.
So now you are planning to send more students to me, yeah?
It's not about sending student, but it's actually a very interesting thing.
It's many options for students.
As I said at the start, guys, Coventry is the jack of all trades. They can do it. They can do it.
Yeah, any courses you cannot find in other university, but you can find in Coventry. We are covering everything. Yeah.
Really jack of
Okay,
all
now
trades.
I'm going to show you the video. Yeah, the video actually there is a music, but I don't know why. Maybe you can't hear it, but no worries. No one is actually talking, just a video there with a little bit of music, but it's fine if you didn't hear any music, but it's not a nice music. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to start now. Russell, maybe you can tell me whether is it working well there, yeah?
Sure.
Okay. Already started.
We did not see anything.
Okay, how about now?
Oh, it's loading. It's playing, but it's a little bit slow. So I think it's okay. I think we can let it run.
Should I start again?
I think you can try to start again one more time.
Okay, then I move back.
Yeah, it's playing, but it's a little bit slow now.
Okay, I already stopped now. I'm going to start again. Because sometimes it's quite hard to control. The music also gone as well. So if you please bear for it, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Already
Wow,
started.
super clear now. Super clear now.
Okay. Okay, it just stopped suddenly. Just move on, yeah. A short, is it working well over your side, Russell?
I think it's okay now. I think just now your internet was a little bit shaky, but
Yeah, that's why the video just stopped suddenly, right?
yep. But no worries. Let's just give it a few minutes because we have one more question for you.
Okay.
Just wanted to check with you, is the foundation program for 6 months and 1 year the same cost fee? As in, like, for example, if earlier they managed to score IELTS 6.5, for example, and then the foundation program is only for 6 months, then will the cost fee be the same as 1 year, or will it be cheaper? Of course, the cost of living, you get to save 6 months of it.
It's a good question. Okay, this is also a good thing. The higher score you get, the shorter duration, course duration, and the cheaper tuition fee as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So 6 months and 1 year definitely are different, the tuition fees. So that's why the student, if they can get the higher score in IELTS, then they can actually get two different advantage there. You know, the course duration is shorter and the tuition fee is lower.
Is this the same for the top up? If, for example, they join in January and they finish in July, will it also be cheaper?
Top up is different because top up we don't look at IELTS and all this. It's actually student, came from the same qualification, diploma, higher diploma, and all this. Yeah. Okay,
sure.
All right. So now I will do a little bit about the explanation for Coventry University Group. Okay, we are quite huge in the UK. That's why we call ourselves Coventry University Group. So we have our main campus in Coventry, all right, Coventry University. Our second largest campus is in London. And then we have another 3 more here. We call CU Coventry, CU London, and CU Scarborough. So the simple way to explain this is like somewhere university and somewhere consider like a college level, but they are running our degree program there. Okay, so there are a few things here very different with the main campus. Yeah, so for CU side, they are actually, how to say, if you got any student came to you, don't have academic, okay, let's say A-level student, they only gotten DDD. So of course they can't go to our main campus. Then we will offer them the CU side. So they can study in CU campus, and at the end, they will get the same degree from the main campus as well. Okay, this is the first thing. The second thing, student only need to study one subject per month. So the whole month they are covering only one subject. This is actually tailor-made for those students who are not good in academic side. Yeah. All right. The third one will be a good news for all the students. No examination for 3 years. There is no exam. So based on the coursework, the case study, all right, no examination at all. So any student came to you saying that I want to get a good degree, but I don't like exam, all right, I don't have a good academic, so then you can push them to CU side. So they have 3 choices here. They can go to Coventry, CU Coventry, which is very near to our main campus. They can go to CU London, or they can go to CU Scarborough. So 3 different choice here. And the scholarship also very different. So they are offering £5,000 per year. So which means that 3 years in total will be £15,000 for the scholarship. Yeah, all right. So I mean, this is another option for those students who are not good in academic side. Yeah, all right. And then they want to have a easy life, to study, to get the degree from the UK. So you can actually push for these options. Yeah. All right. Any questions here? No?
So far, no questions for this one. I think it's quite straightforward, but quite interesting that they get 5,000 per year. Yeah, I think that's quite good for the students.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Russell. All right.
Sherry,
The next one is
can I
our
just-
position. Yeah. So, all right. Let's. Yes.
Yep. Can I
Yep.
request maybe you can switch off your camera because I think your internet is a little bit unstable, and then hopefully,
Okay.
yep, then maybe later can switch it on again for the Q&A afterwards later because I think your internet's a little bit unstable right now. So I'm not sure if it's just me, but for sometimes when you say certain things, then we aren't able to hear it very clearly.
Oh, you just stop there, right?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm actually, I'm searching for the button. Is it in the left-hand side?
Yes. Oh,
Oops. Oh, I stopped already? No, right?
okay. Now we
You
just
see
stop.
the screen now? No.
Yep. We can see your screen. And you've also stopped your web camera. You sound very clear now also. So I think it's quite good.
It just stopped.
Yep. All good now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All good now, yeah?
Yep. Much better now. Yep.
I can't see the screen now.
Uh-oh.
Let me stop sharing. Yeah,
Yep. Can we
okay.
share?
I
Yep.
can't see the screen now. I need to adjust a bit. Yeah, right. Okay,
Sure.
let
No
me
problem.
stop a bit. I share again. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Give us
Okay,
one
is it
second.
clear, the slide?
Hold on 1 second. It's loading. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can see the slides as well.
Loading, yeah. Okay, very good. So yeah, now I'm going to show off some of our position. And we also about the teaching also getting there for Go and right for internet. Right now we are touching on the subject ranking. Yeah. So if you look at here, this is the latest one. All right. So we are good in nursing, and then we are also good in media and film study and engineering. This is our strength actually. So we are good in engineering, especially for aerospace, motorsport, uh, automotive, aviations, mechanical as well. Okay. And then we have health related courses, physiotherapy. All right. So we have physiotherapy. We are actually number 6 in the UK. And then we got occupational therapy, sport therapy as well. Okay. So this year we are actually open for UEC student. Okay. Previous year we only accepting A levels qualification, but this year we are opening to UEC student. So if you got any UEC student with a good result, then you please submit the application as soon as possible. You can actually contact Russell, yeah, for the application. How is the arrangement like? So we also have fashion, which is actually quite high as well. Product design and interior design. Okay. So this is only the subject ranking, but for Coventry, we are actually offering more than 300 courses here. We have over 39 students in the campus. Of course, the big group is actually go to undergrad, all right? And the rest is actually in postgraduate, all right? If you ask me how many Malaysian different faculty, different courses, so I know it's getting boring now, but I'm trying to move to the faster way. So Coventry is a public research university. So we are not private university, and we are fully funded by British government. And yes, we are recognized, not only in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore, China, everywhere. Yeah. So yes, I did mention about we are running many courses. Yeah, in UG and PG level. Okay. So this is some of the I'm touching on the faculties now. So we have 4 different faculties here. All right, we have art and society, we have business and law, engineering, health and life science. Maybe I'm not sure whether you heard about Coventry, especially for faculties. Maybe I can let you guess what is the largest faculty in Coventry? Anyone can answer?
Terry, while people are writing down the question, the answer into the chat, just
Yeah.
want to update you. I think your internet is a little bit unstable. So there was some slides earlier before, which whereby like the ranking one that wasn't very clear for our end to hear. So I think right now your side is clear already. Maybe what we can do is that we have one question in the chat box. Perhaps maybe you can answer this question. And if your internet is still a little bit unstable, would it be all right if you can send me the slides
Okay.
and then I play the slides for you later if in case
Okay.
your internet is a little bit
Yeah.
unstable? So I'll share with you the question
Yeah.
first. Hopefully the internet will be
Okay.
stable after this. Yep.
All right.
The question is basically, can you guys at Coventry accept diploma from one academy into game technology and animation? The student completed a diploma in 3D modeling at one academy. So have you guys
Definitely we are flexible, okay? So if you talk about any courses related to art and design media, of course we will look at the portfolio as well. Okay. If the portfolio is in the standard there, definitely we can offer either second year or final year entry. Okay, must be the similar courses, yeah. All right. For example, business to business, not business to engineering. Okay, so we are flexible in this way, yeah. Okay. All right, Russell, any other questions?
No questions. Your voice is crystal clear right now, so I think it's all good. And the answer to your major faculty, one of our participants mentioned engineering, but I think my answer is business. Business is always the biggest, but
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
I might be wrong.
yeah, you are right, Russell. Business and law is our largest faculty. Of course, engineering is also big as well. They are the second largest. Okay, let me move to the first one. All right, College of the Arts and Society. Okay, we have four different schools here. Okay, it's actually part under this faculty. So we have art and design, humanities, media and performing arts, and psychological. All right. So yeah, the next slide will be telling you what is the popular courses. Yeah. So anyone can guess what are the courses is actually part under School of Humanity. Any courses that you can name?
So while our participants are maybe writing down the courses that are there, there is a follow-up question to the question before regarding the 3D animation question.
Okay.
If the student is done with diploma, is it possible for the student to be accepted directly into the final year? And what are the specific things you guys are looking for in the assessment?
Okay, we are the course director will be focusing on portfolio. So ask the student to send over a good one to you. You know,
See.
we need to have the portfolio link. Okay, not the PDF kind of thing. Yeah, definitely we can't open because it's really huge. We just need the link for the portfolio. The second thing is the current academic transcript. Okay, these two things we will look at it. And the third one, in order to support, students need to write a really, really good personal statement. Why they want to study this program, why they come to Coventry University.
I see. What about the syllabus? Are they required to share with you guys the syllabus or will that help? And so it is possible for them to technically go into the final year if, let's say, the portfolio is really good and maybe the results at one academy is very good. Is it possible?
We normally don't look at course syllabus. So
Okay.
according to our course director, they are very straightforward. They don't have time to read through all the course syllabus, it's like 100 pages there. So they just look at the portfolio. All right. The portfolio is actually telling them whether this student is actually good in year 2 or final year entry. Okay. Because art and design, media students are very different. Yeah. Sometimes the student can have a very good drawing, but they are not good in academic side, right?
True.
Like
So
the
if I
fashion,
join,
yeah. So
not for
very,
me.
so very, very different for this group of students. So please advise the student to provide a good portfolio. a good personal statement, and also the current academic result. Yeah, we got students from one academic, like graphic design, all this. Yeah. All right. So I'm moving to the next slide. Are you in the next slide now, Russell?
Yep, we're in the next slide.
Okay, very good. So we have 4 different schools here, like I mentioned to you. I only list down those popular courses, yeah, like art and design. We have automotive and transport design. This is more to the car design, yeah. Interior design, we used to get many tailor students, all right, transfer to us, either second year or final year entry. So we have product design, graphic, games art, yeah, we have fine arts and fashion as well. So if you look at the orange box here, you can see we are flexible. Yeah, for advanced standing, they can come to us either second year or final year entry. Okay, so for humanities, if the student come to you saying that I want to work in a government sector, of course, this is very simple. They can actually do international relation, politics, or sociology. All right, so this is a degree program, is their options. And the largest school here will be the media and performing arts. Like I mentioned to you about the media top up. So this is one of the popular one, all right? And also digital media film production as well. Okay, for psychology related. So we are offering different field, all right? So we have psychology, forensic psychology, sports psychology, business and organizational psychology, mental health psychology, all these occupational psychology as well. So all our psychology program are fully accredited by BPS. So we call it British Psychological Society, all right, which is fully recognized in Malaysia, Singapore, other country as well. Okay, the next one is simple, which is business and law. Okay, only business school and law school are part under here. And the selling point here is our trading floor, which is one of the largest in Europe. I'm not sure whether you know anything about trading floor. If you look at some of the movie show, right, they have a big hall, like all the TV screen, show there, and they are working there like 24 hours to look at the share market, the stock. Yeah. So we have this kind of facility if you look at the pictures here. So we are actually guiding students how to look at those share market, for investment, all this. So for students who are doing finance, banking, economics, maybe accounting, they will have a modules here, they will actually stay here. And they can study a short course as well in the trading floor. Okay. So my next slide is moving to the courses here. So under the business school, we actually separate them into 3 different parts. So we have School of Economics, Finance and Accounting, banking, not banking, marketing and management, strategy and leadership. All right. So our business school is super flexible. Okay. So if the student did well in their diploma, their degree, yes, we can offer top-up courses or third year, second year entry, or the PG as well for degree students, yeah. So for law school, we are not promoting LLB in Malaysia because it's not recognized, it's not in the list, but you can sell our LLM, which is in the postgraduate level, okay? So this is our law school. All right, now need to shout a bit about our engineering and computing, which is our strength as well for Coventry. So if you look at the school here, we have 4, all right? So of course, we have School of Computing, Energy, Construction, Mechanical, and then we have Future Transport Engineering. So what kind of course is actually under Future Transport Engineering? Russell, do you know any courses here?
When you say future transport, I'm imagining like flying buses and things like that.
Yeah, it can be like the e-car, right?
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, it's quite, I mean, if you're thinking of it that way, I'm assuming, like for example, Tesla electrical cars are being really good. So it's kind of a relevant degree towards this end.
Yeah. So we are doing motorsport engineering here. All right. And then we have aerospace, automotive, aviation as well, and EE engineering. All right. So if you look at the picture here, you can see there is the superjet, right? It's actually, you can see from the picture here, okay? So all our facility are parked in the basement. So we have superjet, we have formula cars, everything's for engineering students. Yeah. So all these facility are up to date, all right? And if you look at the green box here, we are flexible for advanced standing. But for engineering related course, we cannot offer final year entry because of the engineer society requirement. So any student with diploma in engineering, the best one, we can only offer second year entry, but it's good for student if they want to become a, like a registered engineer, yeah, in the future. And for computing related course, yes, we can actually flexible. We can offer final year entry as well. Okay, let me go to the next slide. So this is actually the first one you can see, School of Computing, yeah, Mathematics and Data Science. So we are popular in AI and informatic top-up. And beside that, for A-level students, they also come to us like computer science, data science, which is a hot one now. And then we have cybersecurity, popular, and also software development. Okay, the next school will be energy and construction. Of course, this is actually covering civil engineering, building, construction, oil and gas. All right. And there is another course is getting popular now. We call it renewable energy. Okay. So started last year, we actually gotten quite many applications, especially for PG level. Yeah. Okay. And the next one will be the future transport engineering, like I already spelled out all the courses for you. So this is very strong, all right? And mechanical is also big in the UK because of their number is huge. So they actually just separate from future transport engineering. So they are actually doing their own mechanical related engineering, yeah? Okay. So any question here about computing engineering?
So we don't have any questions regarding computing or engineering right now, but we do have a question regarding psychology, which is back then. So maybe you can share with us how far can students go in psychology in Coventry? Because the question here is asking if the student can path into clinical psychology at Coventry, or what is your recommendation in that sense?
Okay, in order to study clinical psychology, the student must have a degree and a master, and also with at least 5 years working experience in related field, which is in psychology field. And clinical psychology is not saying that you wanted to study, then we can accept you. All right, limited places as well. And the tuition fee is super, super high. So it's not saying that 20,000, it's not this price. It's actually, normally if you look at the website, they didn't show you the tuition fee because it's around 40,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's very, very limited. And all the students need to go through the interview as well. So yeah, it is kind of difficult, to get the place. Yeah.
I see. Because to my understanding as well, like in Australia, students must study 2 years masters to become a clinical psychologist, which is also super difficult to get in. But in the UK, they have to study until a doctor's level, correct? Which is I'm guessing the one that you are suggesting right now for clinical psychology pathway.
Yeah, correct. So they will complete 3 years degree and then step onto 1 year master, and then come out to work for a few years, must have working experience.
Okay.
Okay, maybe 5 years, then go back to the industry, the psychology field, the study again. This is actually clinical. Yeah.
How long is it usually for this course? And I'm not sure if you know the answer. How many slots are there actually? I'm so quite curious. How many slots are there for international students actually? To what I understand, it's like
Yeah, you are right. It's actually not many. Can be 1 or 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see 1, 2, or 3 slots. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like they don't follow really the intakes like. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I
I
think
think it's
so
quite similar like Australia. Yeah, it's very hard to get in also.
crazy hard to get in as well. Yeah, I
Mm,
think a lot of people are trying to look into the best option for their students to get into clinical psychology. But yeah, I guess because also it's because in Malaysia, you know, if you want to become a clinical psychologist, you can just go to any uni and apply. Although it's still by quota, but it's much easier. If you compare to UK and Australia, it's very difficult to get into clinical psychology.
yes, yes, you are right. Okay. Any other question for engineering and computing? No?
I think so far no questions for engineering and computing, but if the question comes up, then we can go and head on to it as well. So we can continue.
Okay, thank you very much, Russell.
Fantastic.
Okay, now we are moving to the fourth one, Faculty of Health and Life Science. So this is our third largest faculty.
Mhm.
Okay, the how to say the selling point is our lab. So if you look at the picture here, I know it's really small, but we call it super lab. It's really huge and you cannot see from the other end. So for the normal day, you will see some research PhD students, they are doing the project here, all right, and they are research here. So any student come to us joining the School of Life Science, they will have a chance to actually, base here in the super lab, all right. And of course, we have another school here. It's really huge as well. It's actually our nursing, yeah, and health. So this school are actually are part under the Faculty of Health and Life Science. So let me go to the courses here. So a lot of courses, right? But I didn't list down all. Actually, got many there. So of course, the popular one will be the biomedical science, human bioscience, food science, all right, nutrition, okay, drug discovery, all this. And for the nursing side, we are very good in the UK, so we covering all the related field like adult nursing, mental health nursing, children and young people nursing, all this. So we also have a nursing top-up courses here. All right. Any student with a diploma in nursing, they
Wow.
can come to us for just 1 year nursing top-up. Okay. And in this school, they also cover physiotherapy, OT, sport therapy, paramedic science, global healthcare as well. Okay. So we are flexible for second year and final year entry, except physiotherapy, OT, nursing course. So if the student have a diploma in nursing, they can only choose nursing top-up. We will not be accepting student onto adult nursing because the syllabus, the structure are totally different in the UK.
I have a
Okay.
question. So that means if let's say the student goes into nursing top up, then
Mm.
once they're done, they will be able to practice nursing in the UK, right?
Uh,
Or is it going to be different because comparison to here that is also they're not allowed to go into the final year entry for nursing courses.
yeah, it's actually very different because in the UK we have NHS,
Mm-hmm.
so they are considered part of it. Yeah, and the student can apply for the recognition from NHS. Yeah, this is separate application. So for those students who are doing our nursing top up, so 1 year there, or they can actually stay back another year for the master. If they wanted to do like master MSc in adult nursing, they can do that as well.
I
Mm,
see. So
yeah,
they
but
must as well
the
go into the, oh, sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
but the English language requirement for nursing physiotherapy are actually quite high. They are looking at 7.0 or 7.5, all
Mm-hmm.
right, for the IELTS score. All right. So for this field, we are not accepting SPM or 1119 or IG O level or this. Only IELTS, yeah. Right, Russell, you got question for me?
Uh, I had a question, but I was just about to say that yeah, it's quite good. Students can consider top up nursing, and then
Mm,
after they take a master's, and I
mm,
think they can get a master's instead of just going into a general nursing. But we do have a question in the chat regarding the animation and game development that you were discussing earlier. Just
mm.
wanted to double check with you, what's the exact course that is offered? Because according to our participant here, earlier you mentioned the course in Coventry is called animation and game development, or was it game technology? But the website mentions it's game design and development. So is it game design and development, or is there another separate course related to this gaming one?
Oh, we got quite a few related courses. if you talk about games, yeah, game technology is actually part under engineering side. So I don't think these students are going to game technology because that one is more to the engineering area.
Mm,
So if let's say he is more to like the design part, will be the games art or game design.
I see. So
Yeah,
yeah,
not the technology. Yeah. So yes, student can show us the portfolio, and I can check with the course director what is the good one is actually related to his current course.
then I guess since the student is studying at one academy, so that means the student will be doing design related, and then it should be correct whereby the student will go into game design.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Not the game technology. Yeah. Mm.
Then it should be correct. Yep, student will go into game design, not technology. I think it's a similar way to put it is that if students studying somewhere related to software engineering or
Mm.
development, then maybe they can go into game technology. But if the student is studying animation or design, like this current student has done 3D animation, then
Mm.
it's all right for the student to go into what's it called? Game design. I'm correct, right, Sherry? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Or animation also can because he already got the the knowledge there.
Ah.
Yeah, animation as well.
I
Mm.
see. So the student can either go into animation
Yeah,
or game design.
yeah. Because somehow when they submit the portfolio or the personal statement, course director will tell me whether this student is actually good in animation or game side. Yeah.
I get what you
Sometimes,
mean.
yeah. Sometimes students themselves they also don't know what they want, what they are actually good in. But for course director, if they look at their portfolio, their skill, right, then they can actually tell. Mm.
Very good. See, Coventry is the jack of all trades. They will find the best thing for your student. It's not the student find the best thing. They will find the best things for your students.
Yes,
Just a
yes.
follow-up question for this. Is there a January intake for this one or only September?
Okay, so for January, most of them, if you talk about undergrad courses, we only have year one entry. We don't have year two or final year entry. If the
Uh,
student wanted to go for second year or final year, they have to actually rush for September intake. So for January and May, we only have year one entry for undergrad and
mhm.
top-up courses. So like games related, we don't have any top-up courses related, yeah. So they cannot go to top-up.
I
You get what I
see.
mean? Yeah.
Because this student only finishes in September, so then it won't be possible, right? Or would it be possible for student to submit the portfolio now and the current existing transcripts and then see if the student can push his way for the September intake? What do you think about this kind of case?
Yeah, if the result can be actually get it ready by end of September, this should be possible. Because I also have students completing their courses around August, September. So during that time, they are actually waiting for results. Yeah.
Uh,
Because for Coventry, we are flexible in another way, but they need to tell us the reason why you are late. Okay. So they can request for late enrollment, but must actually show us the reason then. If let's say the result came out late, okay, this is acceptable. Yeah. Right? So maybe you can try to put in the application for September first, submit the portfolio. Okay. Mm.
yep. How long can the late enrollment be?
It's very hard to say. Sometimes depending the volume of the student number, because different country, I mean the result will be coming out differently. So it depends. So can be in early October, the late enrollment. Yeah. Right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So now I'm moving to the next. We are nearly finished now. So I try not to keep you that long. So now we are talking about geography. I'm not sure whether you are good in geography. And then where is Coventry City? So if you look at the map there, can you find Coventry? I know it's quite small, the map. Can you find Coventry?
On the bottom right.
It's in the central of England. This is actually England, the whole land here. So Coventry is here. Our location is just nice. We are in the central bit. If you wanted to travel around, it's not that far. Going up to Birmingham is only 20 minutes. Going down to London is 1 hour by train. Okay, not that far actually. So there are two airports here. Student can choose London Heathrow and Birmingham International Airport. So we are providing free of charge airport transfer for students coming from London Heathrow to Coventry. So they can book the train ticket via our website. They can choose the arrival dates and the arrival time. So this is free of charge. If the student go to buy their own train ticket, will cost them about 40,000 pounds.
30,000 pounds.
30,000 pounds, 30 and 40 pounds, per trip. Yeah. So, but we are covering this cost for the students. Okay. So for Coventry, we are number 9 largest city in England, but we are one of the favorite city for students to study here. So we are top 5 as well. Right. So for the campus, we are located in the city center. It's good for international students. If they are looking for supermarket, shopping, entertainment, just 5 minutes walk, okay, to the city center. So accommodation, later on, I will touch on it. Okay. So the train station, the bus station is in the city center. So it's walking distance, right? And student can save a lot for transportation as well. So for application, you need to actually send it over to Russell. Yes, education. All right. So we don't deal with individual agent here. Yeah. So you need to contact Russell for application. And for our admission team, we are very huge. So we have 4 admission team here. Of course, the main one is in the UK, and then we have Beijing admission team in China and Singapore and India as well. So they work very hard. It's about 7 days a week. And they are processing application, issuing offer, arranging for interview assessment, and payment confirmation as well. So any question, any cases, you can contact Russell directly. Or if you want to go straight to me, I can actually answer your question, but not the application part, yeah? I will not accept your application directly. So everything have to go through Yes Education. Okay. Did I miss anything here, Russell?
I think so far haven't missed anything, but if there's anything specific that you guys in the chat want us to discuss, feel free to put them in the chat, and then we will definitely look into it as well.
Okay, so now I'm moving to the accommodation side. So our accommodation team, we call it Future Lab. Okay, so yes, we have our own university accommodation, and it's very near to the campus. It's about 5 to 10 minutes walk. And yes, we are open the contract to UG student, PG student, and foundation student. So all our room type here is no sharing at all. It's single room attached to the bathroom. Okay. And the rate here, okay, is actually different intake, different rate. It's like a share market. So can be very cheap, £100 per week, can be £200 per week. Okay. It's depending the choice and the room type. Okay, so there are 4 choices here, yeah. Compared with Australia, we are really cheap for accommodation rate. Okay, so this is some picture here. I can show you our accommodation hall. It's very modern, very new as well. Okay, good interior because we have done the renovation a few years back, yeah. So it's not look like Harry Potter, that kind of traditional, yeah, room. So it's good for students. I think this is what they are looking for. Yeah. And very near to the campus. No worry. They don't need to take any transportation. And I think that's all for my slide. All right. So this is one of our food hall. It's very modern, very new, very huge as well. So you will see a lot of students or academic staff. They are sitting here for discussion and all this. So I'm going to stop my slide, Russell.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay, so
thank you so much so far for the amazing presentation. I mean, right now, if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. But just to give a quick summary from what I have learned from this session as well, As I mentioned before, Coventry is the jack of all trades. Any issue, let us know. We will find a solution for you. That's one thing very good about Coventry. Right now, there is scholarships up to £5,000, which means it's only about £15,000 for postgraduate programs. Most important, that will be the most expensive. Of course, it can be a little bit more affordable as well. And just a reminder for those in the UK, masters is only for 1 year. So it's only £15,000 for 1 year. Whereas if you go to Australia, it'll be about £15,000 maybe for you have to study that's for 1 year, and it's 2 years masters. So that's a little bit of a difference. If you're taking top-up programs as the ones that you mentioned before, Coventry has a lot of top-up programs. You can get up to 3,000 scholarship. And similarly, if the student graduates with a Coventry degree from TAR, INTI, PSB, Raffles, you get 25% off scholarship for your masters because it's alumni. And similarly, if your student doesn't like English, there is the Coventry English test. So that's very, very good for them. And our foundation, if you are really good at English, it can only be 6 months. And similarly, if it's 6 months foundation, it will be cheaper, which is a great option for your students as well. And finally, if students come in January for top up, you can actually finish it in 6 months. So that's something really, really unique about Coventry, I guess, that not many other providers can offer. So yeah, I think that's generally the gist of what I've learned from this. I mean, the major selling points I would say about Coventry, which is very unique, I think, compared to other UK providers as well. Some may offer similar things, but I don't think there's anyone that can offer this type of flexibility, especially in terms of the 6-month foundation and 6 months top up, things like that. That's very, very unique because even after the 6 months, students still will be eligible for the working visa once they're done. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat, or maybe too many questions were answered throughout your presentation. It was still good.
Yeah. You have done a very good summary here, Russell.
Hey, thank you. Because you presented very well, so many questions came in throughout the presentation as well.
Yeah, I like to actually answer, not leave until the end, so I just go ahead. Yeah. All right. Any more here?
I think
Question?
so far no questions, because yeah, I think like we discussed throughout the presentation as well, a lot of times when like something comes up, we're in the heat of the moment, then we really just want to discuss it. I think it's really good so far. We answered all of the questions. I think so far not many other questions, but maybe I can ask you a question. If you what do you think is like something really unique that Coventry can offer other universities cannot offer? Because in like Malaysia side here, we're very mature market, right? Many times we need to tell students like what's the special thing this university can offer that nobody else can do. If it's something like that, what do you think is Coventry's something special? What's something special about Coventry? And I think
think
that would be a
now
perfect question.
you just now you already cover a few
Oh, I
there.
already answered the question.
So intakes.
Mhm.
All
Very
right.
flexible.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Yes, very, very flexible.
And we have more location for students to choose.
Mhm.
Not only Coventry, we have London, we have CU site as well.
Mhm.
For those students who are not good in academic results, so we can grab them also.
Mhm.
All right. We are very flexible, okay, for entry requirement. Yeah, this is also our unique. And the other thing about courses like engineering, motorsport, aerospace, automotive, not many UK university they are offering.
That is
So
true.
this is also our special there as well. Yeah.
We
All
do
right.
have a question in the chat. How is the job market for international graduates in the UK right now?
If you talk about Coventry rate, we are considered around 95 to 97% for employment rate. It's actually quite high for Coventry graduates. Yeah. For the local now, because of the Brexit, you know about the Brexit, right? A lot of European students is actually moving back to their country. So last time, like Asian students, they need to fight for the job with the European students. But now, maybe you have more opportunity. Yeah. Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I hope that answers your question. I think it's been a very, very good webinar. We've been a little bit over time, but I think it's a very fruitful over time.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to say thank you so much for everyone for joining us today. If you have any more questions, just feel free to drop me a WhatsApp message, and then I'll be able to I'll ask Sherry for you, and I'll get back to you regarding it as soon as possible. So once again, thank you so much, Sherry, for your time today. Thank you for the great webinar, and thank
Thank
you
you for
everyone for joining us as
yeah,
well.
thank you for your arrangement, Russell.
Most
All right.
welcome. I learned a lot today myself as well. It's really good. Really good.
All right. So you all have a good day. Russell, you as well. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
All
You
right.
too.
Next time we can have a coffee also.
For sure, for sure. Sounds great.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, everyone. Thank you so much, Sherry, for today once again. Have a great day. Have a great week ahead, everybody. Still another 2 more days until the weekend. So good luck to everybody. Thank you so much, Sherry, once again. And have a great day ahead. Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Sherry. Bye, everyone.
Bye.